podcast where my friends and I talk all things gaming. My name is Jarrell, and I am joined by Brandon.
Yo.
And Gabe.
Hello.
The awesome Zelda branded sweater there. Nice. And the return of the illustrious Kellie. Hi, Kellie.
Ooh, OG crew tonight.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy to be back.
This podcast
We're glad to have you
started
back.
3 years ago with you guys. It has been 3 years that we've been doing this with you guys, and I am so happy to have all of us back. It's been like such a long time, and we still have like, it's crazy to me, and thank you. But it's crazy to me that we still have people watching us 3 years later.
Hey,
Like,
we
that's
love y'all.
wild.
Legitimately, whether you're watching this live or listening on your favorite podcast streaming services, like legitimately, thank you.
No, yeah,
We're
seriously.
Yeah,
glad
right.
that
How
you're
can you
hearing
sit
us.
through 3 years of Jarrell's wrong opinions?
How can you? First of all, okay, never mind.
Nah, too late. You started.
I did. But
Damn it.
seriously, yeah, it's been 3 years with you guys, and like, I still haven't paid you at all. But I
That's
still
okay.
have the money.
At this point, you at least you know at this point we do it because we love you. We do it for fun.
Exactly,
Correct.
because
We're doing it for the passion.
like I will say this again for anyone who is listening, you guys are actually helping pay us because we do get monetary compensation for this podcast. So thank you. We're not they are doing it for free, but they thank you anyway because they love doing it. Yay! Technically, I'm also doing it for free because there's a lot of costs that go behind this. So, but thank you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching for 3 years. That's wild. So we're gonna do, as you guys may or may not know, we're recording this on May 8th. It's May, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay.
Hopefully.
We're recording this on May 8th, which is only a few days before the biggest game of the year is coming out so far, and that's going to be the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It's coming out on this Friday. By the time you guys listen to this, it may be out. I don't know. I'm
Hey,
not sure.
he's got the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, Gabe's showing off his OLED
have the Switch.
That
I
is
have
the
the Switch.
Tears of the Kingdom
Oh, you
OLED
got the Switch.
Yes.
I got
got
the Switch.
Nice.
I have
So
one
I did not get
too.
this. I did not get the Zelda OLED because I just didn't feel like it because I had already bought like a new OLED and Animal Crossing for that. What I'm gonna do though is when Tears of the Kingdom comes out, I'm gonna grab my Skyward Sword Joy-Cons and plug them in, and that'll be
Yes.
my.
Yep.
That'll,
You know,
that'll
it's so
work
funny.
for me.
I bought the Skyward Sword Joy-Cons for my boyfriend, and then I bought him the OLED Switch too. So now he has the OLED Switch and the Skyward Sword. And if you
My
want
Not
to
Jarrell's a boyfriend. It just sounds like
Bro,
sounds
double
so much
double
fun.
fisting Zelda stuff.
Whoa! We don't talk about double fisting on this podcast. This is a family-friendly podcast. Anyway,
Excuse me, that is not what I meant, sir. But okay, if you want to.
You literally, you were talking about two gay guys and double fisting. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, you did this.
you know.
I'm so
you know-
sorry, Kelly. I'm so sorry that you come
What do
back.
you mean?
to
This is what she came for.
I'm so sorry that you come back. to
I need
You-
more
as
wine.
you, as,
this.
as
Yes.
you said, as you said, we've been doing this jig for 3 years. Like she knows what's up at this point.
We are very comfortable.
We are very comfortable. It's true. We're very comfortable. So I have a little bit of new stuff to go through, and then we're gonna just have a fun Zelda time. We're gonna do 20 questions based on Zelda games, and another game that's not Zelda. I want to do one that's not Zelda and one that is because I don't know Zelda. I've only played like 2 games in my entire gaming career, so, and I'm not even finished with one of them. So. Yay. But yeah, we do have a few news things to go about. It's not that much, but we'll touch on some stuff. So first off, GameSpot on Twitter had an article, and it was talking all about the game voucher, and it's called Switch Game Vouchers Have a Requirement You May Not Have Realized. And instead of me reading the whole article for you, I'll just tell you the point of it. The point of it is you can buy 2 games, for anyone who doesn't know, as long as you have a subscription to Nintendo Switch Online, you can purchase 2 game vouchers from Nintendo Switch Online for $100 that allow you to get 2 games. Essentially, you're saving money by buying a voucher for $100 instead of buying 2 games for $60 each. Because that'd be $120. So you're saving about $20 by purchasing these vouchers. The whole point of this article is that the vouchers actually have an expiration date, and you have 12 months to redeem the vouchers, and you must have an active Nintendo Switch Online membership to do so. So essentially what's happened is that some people have purchased the voucher, they got Switch Online, purchased the voucher, let their Switch Online expire, and now they can't use the vouchers, and they're very mad because they spent $100 to be able to purchase 2 games, including Tears of the Kingdom, which we all know is going to be the first Nintendo Switch game that's going to cost $70 because Nintendo said so, not because there's actually any reason. And we're all going to pay it because we're all plebs, or I don't know, give me a better word, sheep. I don't know, like
Sheep was right. Sheep was
Horny-
right.
Sheep and plebs work.
horny
Sure.
for
Horny.
Ganon. Yeah, we're all horny for Ganon, so we're gonna pay $70.
You know what? You know what? That's fair.
Same.
In the last Splatfest, which just finished. I'm wearing the Team
He
Courage shirt,
won.
by the way. Yeah, Ganon won. It was a blowout too. Like, there's no second, third. Like, it was Ganon who got all the points, and Wisdom and Courage got none. So, and I brought this up on chat. Hey, Ganon had to win because Hyrule needs to be in the spirit for us to actually have a goal in Tears of the Kingdom. So
Or
there you go.
maybe everyone was so excited about Ganon's piece, based on Twitter. Anyway, so what happened to a user, FobWashed Steve Kim on Twitter, was that his pre-order was canceled because his membership was expired. So his pre-order for Tears of the Kingdom got canceled because his membership expired, and he's like, what the heck? Because he did not know that the vouchers had a time limit and the requirement to continually have Nintendo Switch Online, which means that these vouchers only work if you are ready to pay the, what is it, $50 a year?
No, 20 a year, because I think you can get this with the basic membership.
Oh, okay, so you have to at least pay $20 a year to keep your voucher throughout the 12 months that it's valid. Do you guys think that this is okay for Nintendo to do? Like, is it cool to have a membership the entire time, even if you've already purchased the vouchers for $100? Or is it just like, y'all are kind of fucked?
Yeah, no, I totally get, being able to purchase the vouchers. Here's what I want to say. It makes you have to be a Nintendo Switch Online member to cash in on this discount. Sure. But if you already purchased that, then that's kind of fucked to take it away afterwards. Like, you already spent the $100 while you were a member, and just because you discontinued membership, it's like, fam, that 100 don't count. Pay it again. That's it. That's all I'm really saying about that.
This dude,
Yeah.
If the money has already been dropped, then fuck it.
He knew that he had his pre-order secured, only to find out days before that it's been canceled.
No,
Like,
that's
what?
not okay. That's just not okay.
Is he getting his money back?
I don't know, actually.
Because if I drop $100 and you all of a sudden say you can't use $100, I better get that $100 back.
That's what I'm saying. I very much doubt it because it's Nintendo, but no.
I'm
You
assuming
dropped
that you
100
just
and
keep
honor
the
that shit.
I'm assuming that you get to keep the voucher, but then you're gonna have to resubscribe so that you can use it.
Okay, so if getting back the vouchers, is contingent on you re-upping your membership, then sure. As long as you can get the money back.
No, because then you're still paying extra. That's fucked up.
It is still fucked up, but if
Okay.
there's a way at least to where it is fucked up. I'm just saying if there's a way to reacquire your what I was saying is like, I didn't know if it was you dropped $100, like, oh, your membership's gone, spend another 100, I guess, if you re-up. That's even more fucked up. But like, if you can at least get that back by re-upping your membership, it's still bad, but not as bad as it could be, is what I'm saying.
I shouldn't have to pay more money. What? Okay, because see, here's the thing.
Behind your purchase. No, you're right.
The reason I don't even like that idea is because essentially you pay let's say they go with the basic plan. You pay the $20 to get the $100 voucher. You get the $100 voucher. You don't get any of that's $120 already. You don't get any of that back. And all of a sudden you add another $20
so it becomes $140
to get that back.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then there's other people like Jarrell and I who have, or probably Brandon too. Actually, you've never heard you speak of it, but you do have it because you do does it hold up? The expansion pass. That's what is that? That's $50.
Yeah, if you're doing the expansion pack, that's even more money.
That's $200 right there if you don't have the automatic renewal. Thank goodness my renewal is in September, so I don't have to worry about that right now.
Yeah, I have auto renewal as well. Like, this would not be an issue for me if I was to do vouchers. Like, my membership just doesn't end. But
I also have auto renewal, and a bunch of people just every year get free Nintendo Switch Online because I forget. So if you want to get auto renewed for free, join my plan. Also,
or mine. I have space.
Also, Steve Kim, the person who was talking about it, his next tweet said, like, I get it, sure, no membership, so you can't use the voucher, but this is very unclear in terms of what happened to the voucher. Did the voucher get refunded, or is it gone? Do I resubscribe and then reuse the voucher? Weird ambiguity. It just sucks. I have to do legwork now. Anyway, it's just an inconvenience of trying to figure shit out. The olds will remember when this shit was physical only. Like, if your Halo 2 pre-order got canceled, you may just not be able to get Halo 2. What a time to have been alive. Anyway, so he doesn't even know what's happened to it. Like, he has no idea what's happened to his stuff. I don't
I was
either.
listening. You brought up Halo 2. This is a very quick aside. I was listening to a podcast that our good friend Wesley LeBlanc was on, where he was talking about like formative gaming memories. Like he talked about his fond memories of Halo 2. That was a really big deal. That game. It's not until you like hear stories about how like what people did to go get Halo 2 that you really think about that. But that's aside the point. I just wanted to bring that up since you brought up Halo 2.
You know, my hate for Xbox started with Halo. I think I've told you guys this story before, actually.
You might have.
Yeah, because it was always about how like I never got to play the game because I didn't have an Xbox. So it was like that game's not good. Fuck Xbox.
Oh, okay.
That's where it all started.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I remember people thought the same thing about Sonic because they couldn't get like a Genesis or vice versa Mario if they had the Genesis against Nintendo.
Oh, fuck Mario.
Yeah.
all right. Well,
Damn.
before this becomes a hate fest for games that you guys don't like, Kelly, we haven't had your opinion in like a long time. What do you think about this story?
I think that if they're trying to sell you on something that's going to save you money, but then you have to have online, it kind of just eats into any money that you might be saving. I don't know if the voucher to me would be worth it. I guess to play online, you'd have to have games or you'd have to have online service anyways.
Mhm.
But like if you weren't planning to and you're like, I'm going to get this deal, then you might as well just buy the games. You don't need the online to get $20 off if it costs $20.
And honestly, well, first of all, yes, because it costs $20, so you're actually paying the whole price anyway. But honestly, it's a select section of games that you can choose from, and a lot of those games are not multiplayer. Like from what I remember,
Yeah.
like, and some of them are, but they don't have like the best multiplayer experience. Like one of them is Fire Emblem Engage, which came out recently, but like that is not a great multiplayer experience. And then you have Pokemon, which is
No.
multiplayer, but then you have Tears of the Kingdom, which is like completely single player. So it's like you're selling a product to people, and a lot of them might not even benefit from the multiplayer of Nintendo Switch Online. So like, what's the point unless they're using it for something like the older games that are coming up? Yes, I heard someone smack their lips like they got something to say.
No, yeah, because I was gonna ask Brandon something, and I remember we were live.
Mm.
It's like I can't just. It's not like our Slack conversations where you can be saying something. I just come in like, oh, Brandon, do you so? Never mind.
I mean, you can ask him now. I'm done.
Well, I was gonna ask.
I
Brandon,
don't mind.
Did you use your voucher already?
I haven't gotten the vouchers.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
do a lot
I
of
was-
physical stuff.
That's very true. But I was gonna say if you didn't do it, Advanced Wars 1 and 2 is one of the games.
I would. That's like if you're someone that's already getting the vouchers and don't know what to get. I think that's I know a lot of people that got Advanced Wars through the vouchers, and then that became like a thing where people were talking about. It's like, well, did that game sell well or not? The same reason that people ask, hey, did this Game Pass game sell well? You know, because a lot of people use voucher to get Advanced Wars. Like, I think more people use voucher to get that than actually buy it. So I don't know.
Damn.
Does
Alright.
anybody know who Matthew Lawrence is? Like what movie
Yes.
he's been in?
Yeah,
Yes.
He was in Boy Meets, he was in Boy Meets World. He was Sean's older
Yes.
brother. Yeah.
Oh, I never watched Boy Meets World. That's why I see here's
But
the...
he was like a 90s heartthrob. The Lawrence brothers,
Yeah,
Joey
he was.
Lawrence, Matthew Lawrence, and Andy Lawrence were like in everything. They were
See, I
all
know
in
Joey.
Disney. They were very popular.
Oh,
Very,
that's
very-
him! It has clicked. Thank you. That's him. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So there was a story. I don't know if you guys heard it, but I'll just read it straight from IGN. Former child star Matthew Lawrence says that he lost out on a role in a Marvel film after refusing to strip for a director in a hotel room. There was a lot of conversation about this situation, especially from what he said. Oh yeah, it says the tagline is the Boy Meets World actor opened about his experience with sexual harassment on his podcast. It's on the Brotherly Love podcast, co-hosted with his brothers Joey and Andrew. He talked about the stigma associated with men experiencing sexual abuse and harassment in the entertainment industry, especially in the early days of the Me Too movement. He opened up about his experience with sexual harassment, sharing the time he went to the hotel room of an unnamed director who was allegedly involved in a Marvel movie and was asked to take his clothes off so that he could pose nude for Polaroid photos, which he refused to do. He said not only did he lose out on being cast for the role, but he also got fired by his agency, whom he did not reference by name. Quote, I've lost my agency because I went to the hotel room, which I can't believe they would send me to, of a very prominent Oscar award-winning director who showed up in his robe, asked me to take my clothes off, and said he needed to take Polaroids of me. And then if I did X, Y, and Z, I would be the next Marvel character. I didn't do that, and my agency fired me because I left this director's room. It's a real thing. The casting couch. We all know it existed. I have no comments on this except for I'm so sorry, Matthew. You deserve the world.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of speculation about who this award-winning Marvel director is.
Yeah.
We won't speculate about it because we won't be getting sued by saying anybody's name on HD Critical.
And that's probably why he didn't drop both the agency and the director himself, because that's asking for a long legal battle. I feel like, because then you get defamation of character, and it's probably just not something he wants to do. Like, the whole point of his podcast, it sounds like, was just to highlight that men face sexual abuse as well, and I think that was the point of it, not to point fingers at who this may or may not be.
Yeah, and something else he brought up during his podcast was he mentioned Terry Crews, and he was like, look what happened to Terry Crews when he came out about it. Everyone literally laughed at him. So he's been really feeling this one. Are there any statements you guys want to make on this story?
No.
This supposedly happened to Brendan Fraser as well, which is why he literally was gone from the industry for so long. Yeah, he literally left. But yeah, that supposedly happened to him as well. But yeah, I did see Matthew Lawrence talking about this on TikTok, just snippets from the Brotherly Love podcast, and I was like, wow. But I was trying to deduce who the director was, but I don't know that much about Marvel or anything, so I was like, I don't even know. I don't even know who's involved, and I don't even know what
There's so many directors of Marvel.
It would have been, right?
When was this?
What did he apply for?
What role was he going to
get
the award? I can't even imagine that.
That's the other thing too. Depending on when this happened, did it happen pre-MCU or post-MCU? Because that's two completely different eras of Marvel too. So,
well, speaking of Marvel, we can talk about writers. Hollywood's writers have officially gone on strike, which will grind many movies and TV shows in development to a halt. That means shows like House of the Dragon, DCU, everything that you can think of has pretty much been stopped currently. The last time the WGA went on strike was huge for the industry, and IGN tells us what that means for us as viewers. The Writers Guild of America is going on strike, meaning thousands of Hollywood writers will be leaving the office in favor of the picket line. What exactly does this strike mean for consumers? Well, that answer is complicated. When we don't know how long the strike will last, but there absolutely will be an impact. I'm not going to go over this whole thing. What I will say is that I've seen, regarding this topic, I've seen a lot of shows that are deciding to continue with filming without writers, and a lot of writers have mentioned that people don't understand that the writing process isn't a one and done thing. It continues throughout the entirety of filming. And someone gave the example of a show that continued without its writers through a writer's strike, and that show was Heroes. And if anyone has watched Heroes, I loved it, and then I thought, oh my god, this is so bad, and then I realized it's because the writers were gone. And there is a very big part of Hollywood that seems to take for granted a lot of people in their work, and then they've been talking about AI writing a bunch of stuff. We talked a couple of weeks ago about AI writing content for video games, filler content for video games, and how that's a problem. And now they're talking about AI writing content for TV shows. The writers on TV shows are specifically trained to be able to write dialogue. That is a very different thing from writing a storyboard, from writing a script. You have to know how to write dialogue. It is a completely different degree to get, first of all. That's why we have creative writing degrees for a reason. They're not all just bundled under English. And it's wild to me that some of these shows are trying to continue with filming without stopping to honor the protest. And I understand why, right? Because for them, it's about getting the product out. All right, I'm talking too much about this. Does anybody have any comments on this one?
I will say that around the same time as the show Heroes, there were a couple of shows that I liked. Lost, and also a show called Fringe. And you can clearly see
Yep.
when it's in the mid 2000s, that's when it happened, the mid to late 2000s. And you just see them take a nosedive.
Yep.
Just And like a lot of them just added a pregnancy into the show. Like I remember seeing like, oh, she's pregnant. This must have been during the writer's strike. Like they
Oh
got
my
nothing,
God.
you know. They're just trying to add some drama because someone's pregnant or something. But um, I don't know, like shows got really bad, but like then they're almost like infamous for being so bad, but they were so good before. Like
Yep.
it's just devastating to see. But yeah, I remember the writer's strike vividly because I was watching a lot of those like shows. Even like years later, we were like, "Oh, the show's so good," and then like one season, you're like,
Yep.
"This is the worst dribble I've ever watched in my life," and it was just horrible. And it wasn't even just the dialogue. Like I can live with bad dialogue, but like there's no source material, there's no twists. Like a show like Lost or Heroes, the twists are everything. You know, you
Yeah.
have to find out that the good guy's actually a bad guy, or else it doesn't give you anything. It's just a show about a fucking cheerleader who can't die. I mean, it's just, which is a pretty cool concept. Anyways, I don't know where I was going with that. I haven't done this in a while, but yeah, you definitely can tell, and I feel like this is just going to be one of those eras that like lives in like 10 years. People are going to be like, oh yeah, you remember when all the shows turned to shit? Like
Yep.
that's what's going to happen.
One set of shows that is extremely destroyed by this are the late night talk shows, which have constant writing going on for almost every episode. However, Disney is in a very good position because a lot of the streaming stuff has already been done, like already been filmed and is already ready to go, and it's just like in the back burner until it's time for its release. So things like Disney's Ashoka, like and Star Wars and Marvel stuff shouldn't see any delay. So Disney's in a very good spot. However, they do have a. Huh?
Oh no, you're about to say it.
No, I'm not. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say they do have a couple of stuff paused. The Daredevil show, Daredevil Born Again, they said today they stopped the writing on that one for the strike. And the other one that, for the love of God, I hope finds its footing for once is Blade.
Oh,
Um,
please.
Please, oh my God.
that movie has been set back a couple of times already, and this one is. I'm not gonna call this one a setback because this is something that needs to be done. Because I also apparently I heard they were only asking for like a 3%
Increase?
I'm not
Okay.
sure if increase, and it's like you guys can't give them that. But yeah, so it was Marvel was I forgot what I was saying already. Y'all heard me the first time.
Wow. Some shows that are going to continue are House of the Dragon and Lord of the Rings: Rings of Power. They are already both well into filming, and the scripts are finished. Writers don't need to be on set. However, complications can arise, especially in the case of multi-hyphenated creatives. While directors and producers continue their work during the strike, the union provides members from any work. The union prohibits members from any work that could be considered writing, including script changes. So, if there is something, for anyone who's still working on this, if there is something that needs to be changed in a script, the union is prohibiting them from writing it, as they should. So this could cause multiple types of continuity issues going down the line if they're not paying attention to things like this. And there's a quote: "The Guild strongly believes that no member should cross the WGA picket line or enter the premises of a struck company for any purpose. Under applicable law, however, the Guild may not discipline a hyphenate for performing purely non-writing services." The Guild states in its rules referring to writers who are employed in dual capacities. But if a hyphenate performer performs writing services for a struck company or negotiates a new writing for writing services, the hyphenate will be subject to Guild discipline under the strike rules and the Guild's constitution and bylaws. So basically what that means is if you are a writer, however, you are also a producer, or you are a writer, however, you are also this, you can go on set. You cannot write, though. And if you do write, you will be held under disciplinary action by the Guild. So we'll see how long this works. There are a lot of shows. Essentially, the article goes on to say that as long as it's wrapped up within the first 6 months, it should be fine, because a lot of these shows are planned out for 6 months. But once you go past that 6-month line, we might be seeing a few more issues. But I guess, you know what? We'll find out soon enough. Any last things on that before I move on?
I hope the writers get what they're owed. And until then, I'm okay with waiting for shows. I'm very scared about the shows that are continuing without the writers. I really am. But for the ones that are doing the right thing and taking a pause until the writers get what they're owed, good for them. I'm willing to wait.
Ted Litchfield at PC Gamer has an article titled "Nintendo seems to have fired back over the Tears of the Kingdom leak by DMCAing popular Switch emulation tools." A developer reported receiving a copy of a DMCA takedown notice when accessing Lockpick on GitHub. It looks like Nintendo is aggressively responding to the Tears of the Kingdom leak by targeting key portions of the Switch emulation ecosystem, namely the Lockpick and Lockpick_RCM programs that dump Switch game decryption keys and allow emulators like Yuzu and Ryujinx to decrypt and open the game files. The first indication of this move came from the developer and security researcher Simon Aarons on Twitter, who attempted to fork the Lockpick repository on GitHub, which means make a copy of the source files to iterate and experiment on them. He received a copy of the DMCA request sent to GitHub over Lockpick and Lockpick_RCM, though there may be other projects affected. Currently, Lockpick remains accessible on GitHub, though there are notes that there could be a grace period before the site acts on a takedown request. So basically, essentially what this means is that now Nintendo, because of the leaks that, for anyone who doesn't know, Tears of the Kingdom was leaked, I think, like last week, the entirety of the game, and you could download it and just emulate the entire game on PC. That leak came out last week. Nintendo has been very, very upset about leaks with this game because they have been trying their best to keep it close to the vest, and now it seems like they're coming after popular emulators and programs. Thoughts on this one?
I get on Nintendo a lot for cracking down so much on emulators and whatnot, but then they go ahead and do stuff like this, where like you leak, because this happened with the Pokemon game too. I know of someone. He is neither friend nor family, so Nintendo, don't do a background check. Who actually got one of the Pokemon games early, and it's like, you know, we want to yell at Nintendo so much for not letting us have our own ways of, you know, playing older games and whatnot. Obviously, we do it through emulation, but then we go ahead and do stuff like this, where we go ahead and, you know, give out a game for free. And it's like, I see why they're doing it. This is one of the few instances where I side on Nintendo, because it's like, you shouldn't be doing this. Like, be better. But
I mean, yeah, pretty much the same thing as Gabe. Like, you know, when Nintendo will not actively sell you a game, then, you know, obviously there's a good arguments to be made for emulation, because you cannot legally purchase these games that you would want to. But this is like Nintendo's, we said earlier in this podcast, their biggest release of this year, a game that they are planning to sell at retail for $70. They want it to be a big success, and, you know, doing something like this definitely undercuts the profits for a game like this.
I'm sorry, so you guys
That's
are both
it.
saying that, like, it's not okay to emulate games if they're big
I
releases?
said it was not okay
No.
to emulate games that are currently,
that are currently
being
available.
sold.
Yes.
Exactly. Currently legally
wait, what?
available.
What?
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what Brandon just said.
Wait,
It's
wait,
not okay
Brandon, what are you
to
saying? I'm
emulate-
sorry.
I'm
It's-
saying that I don't think it's okay to emulate games that are legally available for your platform. If the game is not available otherwise, then do what you got to do. That's what I'm saying.
I guess that's what I'm saying too.
That's what I thought you said.
Well,
I'm
no,
disagreeing.
my point more is like, don't. This is gonna sound so bad. Don't push Nintendo into cracking down on our emulation. Like, don't do stuff like this. Like, don't go ahead and leak games that are, you know, unreleased or currently on. Well, not gonna say currently on Switch, because, you know, the Yuzu is a Switch emulator. But like, that was kind of more my point. Not like, I'm still a big emulator guy. You guys know this. I emulate almost every piece of console I get. But it's like, don't.
No, you don't.
Don't
You're
look-
joking.
I'm 100% joking. Yeah, Nintendo, you didn't hear that, but my bad, I forget. But also, like, so when they do things like this, I understand you want to be the person, be like, yo, I got the download for Tears of the Kingdom. I understand you want to be that person, but like, don't push Nintendo to crack down harder than they already do crack down on us. That makes more sense. I need a yes, a physical yes.
I want you guys, I would love to revisit this conversation later on and see if your opinions change when it's not about Tears of the Kingdom.
I felt the same way for Pokemon.
I understand what you're saying, which is like, don't make Nintendo crack, like, don't do things that will make Nintendo notice, essentially. So like, in that instance, do you mean that it's like, if they were passing out the game and Nintendo didn't notice, would that be okay for you?
No. And I felt the same way with Pokemon. Before you say it's a Tears of the Kingdom thing.
No, I'm not saying it's a Tears of the Kingdom thing. I thought what you were saying was that don't do things that'll make Nintendo come down on you. But, like, if they were able to emulate the game and pass it around without Nintendo finding out, and Nintendo didn't come down on them because of it, would that be okay?
I still say no.
So then you're not saying that. Okay, like, then
What am I saying? I'm so
I don't know what you're saying.
To your point, Gerald, though, about if it wasn't Tears of the Kingdom, I have one example. There's one game series that Nintendo has a lot of faith in, but famously doesn't always sell, and that's Pikmin. So if Pikmin 4 comes out, people emulate that and then bitch about why is there no more Pikmin after Pikmin 4? Because your motherfuckers didn't buy it.
No, because we've had this conversation before, and I'm pretty sure that during that conversation, you guys said that people emulate the game, but they still end up buying it sometimes. Like, most of the time.
Some do.
For older games.
I mean, no. Like, a great example is a lot of people emulated Pokemon and then still went out and bought it. Like,
Because they thought the finished product was going to be a lot better than what the emulate
I mean, we've talked about people they just want to play the game a little bit early, so they'll emulate it, play it early, and then play it upon launch by purchasing the actual game. And, like, I know a lot of people who have done that I can talk to, that I might be talking to right now, that have played a game before it was released, only to repurchase it and say, well, you know what, it's fine, because I'm going to go buy the game anyway. But according to you guys, that's not okay.
Nintendo.
I'm not talking about Nintendo games. I'm just saying in general. Anyway, Kelly, what do you think?
Brandon, we're gonna get a lawsuit soon.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, we're calling it emulate, but I feel like in this case, like, leaking it and getting it for free, it's like kind of pirating. So I want to use that word
better.
Okay.
Pirating, because it is. So what I think is that I think I agree with Brandon. Like, if the game's not available, how else are you going to get it? I would call that emulating the game because it doesn't exist. But pirating a game, to me, I mean, I've downloaded music for free before, but I don't think that I would. Joking, but I don't. I don't think that I would ever pirate a game, especially get it early. Like, that kind of, I think that's the part that, like, irks me the most, is that, like, there's people already playing it. People have been waiting for this game for years. Like, Gabe's been waiting since Breath of the Wild came out.
6 years.
And like, it's been ages, and like, people are still waiting. They're not out cheating the system to get the game early, but some people are. Like, I think that it makes Nintendo, I don't know, like, on their toes a lot more, so people won't be able to emulate. I think that it makes, like, it just kind of ruins it for everyone. And, like, if they still buy it, great, but, like, why are you going to pirate it? Like, it's just going to come out next week for the price that you want to pay. It's worth it. It's, like, Breath of the Wild was so good. It's going to be good. Like, why are we debating paying for it? I mean, I'm not, because I don't play Zelda, but, like, if I wanted to, I would just buy it. If I want to buy a game, I just buy it.
Well, I mean, some people think that the $70 price hike for a game on a 6-year-old system is a bit much. And
I mean, I don't, like, the only game that I play is Final Fantasy XIV, which came out, like, so many years ago. Whatever. But, like, I don't really have an opinion, but, like, I don't think that, I don't know, I guess it's a huge company like Nintendo. Like, I mean, do I care that people pirated the game early? I mean, they're not losing money. People are still going to buy it, but, like, it's still just not fair to someone like Gabe or Brandon. Like, that's the only people that I know that play Zelda or care about. Like,
and I could pirate it if I wanted to. Nintendo, I don't do it, though.
This is, like, oh my god. I feel like the bad person who's just like, I don't care. Emulate it. I don't care. But I don't, so.
Like, I kind of don't care.
We'll revisit this conversation when Final Fantasy 16 comes out.
And you know what?
We'll see how you feel about it
if
then.
people are literally playing Final Fantasy 16 a month early, I will just mute my notifications so I won't get spoiled. Good for you. I don't care. I'm gonna go buy it and I'm gonna play it when it comes out. I mean, I'm going to I'm gonna get spoiled anyway because of my job, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. Gabe, do you still have Twitter muted, or Wait, you said?
Oh no! After this is done, everything is being deleted.
Got it. Okay, that's what it was. You said after this one. Got it.
I just,
Cool, just double check.
Whatever. I don't care. Emulate what y'all want. Don't get caught. Like I personally don't care. I don't. Nintendo has so much money. Like who cares? But apparently everyone else on the podcast does. So don't emulate, guys. Officially from HP Critical, don't emulate. We're not encouraging anyone to emulate anything.
I think that there's a little bit more nuance than you're putting on it. Like emulation
Sure
itself
there
is not bad. Pirating a game that's not out yet is bad, right?
For who?
Okay.
Bad for who? The multi-billion-dollar Nintendo company?
For someone who's always got the back of the game developers and not getting their money, you're talking a lot of shit right now, Jarrell.
I'm just saying, I don't see.
You're talking a lot of shit right now.
Like, okay, but seriously, what is so bad about playing a game a week before it's out? What's
You
the
wouldn't
worst thing that could
download a
happen?
car.
What?
Oh my god.
They say piracy is not a victimless crime, which I don't know about that. But like,
who is it hurting?
Yeah, I've actually never
the
seen
game
someone get physically
developers.
hurt.
I mean,
Everyone who has worked on Tears of the Kingdom has 100% already been
but
paid for their
also
work. They are
we were
not
just talking
hurting
about
you.
how there's other emulation games. Like Nintendo's gonna crack down. They've already been doing the DMCA. So anybody who wants to emulate anything now.
Great. So now that's why I don't know, whatever. I get fine. I see Kellie's point of view, which is like, okay, now Nintendo's cracking down. So basically, we shouldn't emulate games that are big.
What?
No, I understand.
I
but
just
then when I asked
want
you,
to. Okay, I know, but like, I just want to say, like, I was agreeing with both Brandon and Gabe. So I just like maybe.
it's me. I am the
refined it a
problem.
little.
I am.
You are the problem. Yes.
I am the problem here because I don't see how
Go
Nintendo's
go
gonna
grab
be hurt
go grab your
because-
eye patch, sir.
I just don't see how Nintendo's gonna be hurt because somebody's
Arg.
playing Breath of the Wild a week early. I am not gonna be hurt because somebody's playing Final Fantasy 16 a week early. Wow.
For
Okay.
our audio only listeners, Gabe just put on eye patch in response to my comment.
I'm
Well done,
moving
sir.
on. I'm moving on because I am clearly wrong here. So I'll take the cut. I'll let it go. Diablo Immortal players are using a Diablo Immortal player used $50,000 worth of WoW gold to absolutely flatten cash whales. Oh god. First of all, this person's an asshole. But well, I guess not really. All right, whatever. Anyway, I'll go into this. This is from Games Radar by Jordan Gerblick. A judicious Diablo Immortal player is taking stashed away World of Warcraft currency, converting it into general Blizzard points, and using it to turn his necromancer into an unstoppable force who puts down pay-to-win cash whales. That's essentially the whole story. So we talked before about how expensive Diablo Immortal was. Like, it was like thousands of dollars to try to finish your like character or whatever. This person just had a bunch of WoW gold that he converted to points to make his character awesome to crush all the whales. First of all, this does not work. This is hurting players. This is who we should be against, people. Because if I am playing this game and I'm putting money into it to try to increase myself, and no matter what I do, it doesn't matter because this person's playing World of Warcraft and he's been playing for 12 years and he has all the gold in the world and he can spend $500,000 of fake money. I'm sorry, $50,000 of fake money to max out his character, and I only got $50 from my paycheck and I can only do so much. I'm gonna be mad.
But it's
Get
not a
your money up.
multiplayer
Not your money
game.
up.
Isn't it?
I thought it was
The mobile game, yeah, it is.
MMO, but is it like a PvP?
No. I'm talking about well, Diablo is multiplayer, but this is the mobile game, the Diablo mobile game. So yeah, it's multiplayer.
Mhm. I found this story for two reasons. One, the idea of a guy just like getting like this crazy powerful character and just destroying one. It just reminds me of that one South Park episode where they played World of Warcraft.
That's such a good episode. Oh my god.
That was a hilarious episode where there's this guy that like had no life, just like was killing people, somehow bypassing the code and killing people without telling them to do it, which I thought was hilarious. And the second reason I was laughing at that is for the reason that you said, Jarrell. Like it's terrible, make no mistake. But it's also hilarious to imagine a whale spending so much money and this guy comes out of nowhere and just like, as you said, flatten whales. Just like
what?
That's so fucked up, but it's hilarious.
I am complaining
Like,
only
imagine-
because I have spent money in a mobile game before. So
Correct. Like imagine paying to win and losing.
And losing, yes, because this person spent $50,000.
Like, it's terrible, but it's also hilarious. I don't know
I
what
will
to say.
say, he was pretty smart. So to give you guys the rundown, years ago, he purchased a load of World of Warcraft loot codes at various BlizzCons for around $1,000 to $2,000 in total. The cards have been collecting dust in the years since. Fortunately, they had a little real-world memory value due to predatory scammers, so the price has skyrocketed the in-game value up by 800%. So they swapped the codes in various virtual marketplaces, all legal and within WoW's terms of service, for a metric ton of in-game World of Warcraft gold, which was then used to purchase World of Warcraft tokens, which were then converted into Diablo Immortal currency, and spent on 2,165 Elder Runes, which was the $50,000. And the result was that, quote, "As a Necro Whale, I feel literally unstoppable at the moment. I have not fought another player one-on-one that has even come close to beating me in my current gear loadout, and I flatten them in seconds, whale or not. I'm genuinely looking forward to my first encounter that puts me in check, unlike that dude in 300 hunting for more glorious death." You
And
can
now I'm
catch
laughing,
them.
and now I'm laughing because this is legitimately like an anime character. It's like, I just want to find the one person that can challenge me.
They are, yeah, literally. They say that you can catch them dunking on cash streamers, with scary efficiency.
This is Saitama from One Punch Man.
And then they go on to say, there's no real point to this other than to get the laugh out of it. When you see me battling cash whales in
man.
Battlegrounds, know that I'm engaging them using World of Warcraft currency as my main funding source.
Oh man.
They're literally
just
just
feel
doing
like
it for
this
fun. Like, what an asshole.
I feel like this is kind of like a really good metaphor for capitalism. Just he got his bootstraps, he pulled himself up. Now he's Elon Musk. Fuck all y'all.
Literally.
You don't have health care, whatever. We don't care.
Oh
That's
man.
literally what this is. Like, I used to suck, and then I gamed the system, and now no one can take me down. Fuck the rest of
Oh
you.
man.
What a
The
dick.
WoW currency is his parents' emerald mine.
Money.
You know?
Yes.
That's
What a dick.
Man.
Okay, you're not a dick. You're a great person. I don't care. I'm not playing.
You're a
Diablo.
hero to all of us.
if,
Mobile.
if you
No,
you want to
you're not.
stop this
Nah,
villain,
because as someone who's spent money and played in a game that's an RTS, and I keep getting my ass kicked because I don't feel like spending $2,000 on the game for one piece of equipment, I am 100% for the guy finding another way to do it.
Yeah, but he still
That's
spent
my
money.
hero. He still spent money, but not as much money.
He spent like $2,000 to get the coins, which
Yeah,
he
like,
converted. So like,
What was
you
that,
were
like
not
a couple
better.
years? That was
than
a
anyone
couple
else.
years ago when
It
money
don't
was
matter.
abundant.
The
Yes,
point
it
is,
does.
no, it doesn't, because you still spent $2,000, up to $2,000 to get to the point where you're at now. Anyway,
I've spent like I'm not
Don't
even say
talk
how much
about
I
it.
spent on
Okay.
this game.
So Discord users will soon have to change their profile names because I think they're making everybody get rid of the numbers now. Don't know why. Don't care why. Gonna move on unless anybody has anything to say about that. No, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna keep going. So there are 2 posts that I want to talk about because we're moving on to Breath of the Wild. Sorry, we're moving on to Zelda, Legend of Zelda, rather, not just Breath of the Wild specifically. Huh?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, so there are, excuse me, there are 2 different websites. One is IGN, and the other one is, I believe, it was Kotaku. Oh no, I'm wrong. It was just IGN. Wow, look at me, just being wrong. So IGN, ahead of the release of The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, has asked the audience for help on deciding the best game from the Legend of Zelda series. So I want to talk about this a little bit with my Zelda heads before we move on to some trivia and some 20 questions. Yay! Anywho, excuse me. Oh my god. So I wonder, can I? Okay, so what we're gonna do is together we are going to vote for the best Zelda game. All right. So The Legend of Zelda Face Off from IGN. What game is the best? The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages or The Legends of Zelda Majora's Mask?
Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask.
Kelly, pick one. It doesn't matter if you know. Just guess.
Majora.
All right,
Hey,
we're going for Majora's
please,
Mask. Next up, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening or The Legend of Zelda A Link to the Past?
A Link to the Past.
A Link to the Past.
Fine.
So
let's
far,
keep
this has been
going.
pretty decisive.
Okay, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time or The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks?
Ocarina of Time.
Wow.
4 Spirit Tracks, but no.
I'm just saying the ones that I know.
Okay,
which
cool. That
seems
works.
to be the best
That
one.
works.
All right, The Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Seasons versus The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask.
Rip. All right, next up, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time or The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. I vote Minish Cap.
Ocarina of Time.
It's Ocarina of Time. Minish Cap's good, but
Fine,
Ocarina of
Ocarina of Time. The one time I fucking vote. All right, The Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Ages or The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword.
Skyward
Skyward
Sword.
Skyward Sword.
All right, well, okay. I guess. Legend of Zelda: Four Swords Adventure / Four Swords or The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Four
Hold on,
Swords.
that's 2 different games.
Four Swords. I vote for Four Swords.
Wait, hold on. Is it 4 Swords or 4 Swords Adventures? That's
Bruh,
2 different games.
Nope.
It's both.
It's both.
Yeah, it says
in
both
one.
on the thing. Yeah, they put them together on the
All right,
board.
what was
Christy,
it? 4
thank
Swords
you.
Adventures versus
Christy
what?
said Poor Terrell. Thank you, Christy. She also voted for Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. Wait, was it 4 Swords versus who?
A Link Between Worlds.
A Link Between Worlds.
I'm gonna say
A
Four
Link
Swords.
Between Worlds.
I say Four Swords. We're stuck.
The reason I say Four Swords is because A Link Between Worlds is technically a remake of A Link to the Past with a slightly
That's-
different story.
Not really true.
Oh no, we have a 4-way tie. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Okay, Christy, you have 5 seconds to choose one, or else I'm gonna close my eyes and click. 1, 2, 3, 4. Link Between
Between
Worlds. You're wrong. You picked wrong. Fine, A Link Between Worlds it is. Alright, next up, The Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Seasons or The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess.
Okay.
Some of these games are being paired unfairly.
The
They
Legend of
are.
Zelda: Triforce Heroes or The Legend
Whatever the
of
other
Zelda...
game is.
No, we'll get it.
I'm not gonna let Triforce
The only one I'll accept like Triforce Heroes winning is Zelda 2, but what's the other one?
Spirit Tracks.
Oh, Spirit Tracks. Yeah, no, Spirit Tracks. Go.
Oh my
Go.
god, what's wrong with Triforce Heroes?
It sucks if you're playing by yourself. It's
No,
okay.
it's
It's
one of those
okay.
games-
It's okay.
It's one
if
of
you
those
have-
games where
Chrissy picked
Nintendo
Triforce
tried
Heroes.
doing to. Oh, that's what she's done on the podcast.
Whoa!
Now you know.
Triforce Heroes is one of those games that Nintendo tried making a multiplayer on 3DS, but you know how they are with multiplayer. So it was like I don't think you can even play with your friends. You'd have to get lucky and get put in the same room as you went online. It was a really bad game.
Okay, well, Four Swords versus the Wind Waker.
Wind Waker.
Rip. Four Swords. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link or The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
A Link to the Past.
Y'all suck. You guys are choosing wrong. I actually don't know. I don't know any of these games. The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap or The Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Seasons.
Minish Cap.
I vote Minish Cap.
Cool.
Okay, can we do Minish
Oh,
Cap? Yes.
Yeah, we said
Okay,
Minish
cool.
Cap.
I only heard Gabe yell, so I didn't know.
I said Minish Cap as well.
Okie dokie. Next up is Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening or Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess.
Princess.
Okay. Wind Waker versus Triforce Heroes. I'm assuming Wind
Wind
Waker.
Waker.
Okay. Yeah. That one was kind of easy. Twilight Princess versus Oracle of Ages.
Twilight Princess.
Kelly, what do you vote for?
Twilight Princess,
Damn
because
it.
I like the name. I feel like I would like to be a Twilight Princess.
I like the pretty lady in Oracle of Ages. All right, fine.
Yeah.
Triforce Heroes or A Link Between Worlds.
A Link Between
Link
Worlds.
Between
Worlds.
Are we almost done? Oh, I think we're. Oh no, there's another one. A Link to the Past or Triforce Heroes.
A Link to the Past.
Why does Breath of the Wild not come up?
That's a good question.
Oracle.
It's an old quiz.
Oracle of Ages or Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time. Oh my goodness.
Oh god. All right, Link's Awakening or A Link Between Worlds.
A Link Between Worlds.
Link's Awakening. No, yeah, A Link Between Worlds.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. I looked up. I hope I clicked the right one. The Wind
What if you're
Waker
playing
versus
putting in
Spirit.
the
I'm not putting anything. I'm picking what I want. The Wind Waker versus Spirit Tracks.
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker.
Only because the artwork is pretty, I will click Wind Waker.
They're actually the same artwork technically.
No, they're not. Well, not in this picture. They weren't.
Graphic
Okay.
wise, no.
All right.
Graphic, no, but yeah.
4 Swords versus The Legend of Zelda.
4 Swords.
Drew, what do you pick?
Well, I'm picking 4 Swords because The Legend of Zelda is ugly.
I'm gonna go with 4 Swords then.
Yeah, like this is like 8-bit, like nasty, like Legend of Zelda, like first game. Ew.
I played the first one.
Game, yeah.
It's alright, but it's dated as hell.
All right, Spirit Tracks versus Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask.
Wow, does everyone just look
In concert.
Link's Awakening versus Triforce Heroes.
Link's Awakening.
Rip. That one's so ugly though. All right, Wind Waker versus A Link to the Past.
Ooh, now this is the first tough one. This is the first tough
Wind
one for me.
Waker because it's
I'm also gonna say Wind Waker.
Great. All right, Kelly or Gabe, break the tie.
I don't know.
Which sounds cooler, Wind Waker or A Link to the Past?
It's not
Wind
okay.
Waker.
It's not.
All right, Wind Waker it is. You've been outvoted. Wind Waker it is. Okie dokie. Next up, Ocarina of
I
Time.
played none of these.
Me either.
saying.
I played none of them.
You played Link's Awakening.
I played Ocarina of Time for about an hour, and then I was like, I can't figure this shit out. I'm done.
Oh,
I'm
no.
over it.
Did I play Link's Awakening? How come it don't look like the one I played? This is like old enough.
Because it's,
Oh, that's because they're showing the Game Boy
played the
version,
remake.
not the
Yeah, you
Switch
played the
version.
remake.
Well, they should have played. They should have put the remake on here. All right, Ocarina of Time.
It must be.
versus
This
Twilight
must be
Princess.
pretty. I'm sorry. What was it?
Ocarina
Ocarina
of
versus
Time or
Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess. Yeah.
Controversial take Twilight Princess.
It's not
Ocarina of
controversial.
Time, 'cause I
go with
played
Twilight Princess.
Whoa, we're going against the grain here.
Wait,
but
2 for Twilight Princess, 1 for Ocarina of Time, and now it's my vote.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay, but I like Twilight Princess. Isn't that the one with Imp Midna?
Yeah.
it's within it. Yeah.
Okay, like that should clearly win.
Oh my God.
Fine, I will go with Ocarina of Time.
But now we're tied.
Yeah, now we're tied.
Pick Twilight Princess.
Oh, I picked Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess is the winner.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Breath of the Wild
Oh, my
would not be
bad.
the clear winner.
Twilight Princess, I picked it. All right, Ocarina of Time versus
No, Christy.
Legend of Zelda.
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time. What the? Yeah.
I think we're okay. There we go. 4 Swords versus Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
What? Now? Now?
They know that it's gonna win. Okay.
Yeah, of course, Breath of the Wild.
Link's Awakening versus Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask. Yeah.
I think Majora's Mask is gonna win this vote. Spirit Tracks versus Phantom Hourglass.
Air tracks easily.
Oh, stink.
Easy.
Spirit Tracks.
Oh my
I
god, they're
guess.
both.
Way better than Phantom Hourglass, though. Way better.
Okay, I guess I'm going with Spirit Tracks. I've never heard of Phantom Hourglass. Skyward Sword or The Wind
Good
Waker?
reason.
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker.
Kelly, do you
No,
want
I
to
go with
say-
Skyward Sword. I go with Skyward
Ooh.
Sword.
All right, Kelly. Skyward Sword or Wind Waker? You're the tiebreaker.
Skyward
No, I'm
Sword.
not. Okay, yeah, never mind. Skyward Sword.
All right, Skyward Sword it is.
Okay.
Although Wind Waker has the cuter one.
I mean, it was a tough one. That's fine. I'll take it.
Twilight Princess or Link to the Past?
Twilight
Twilight
Princess.
Twilight
Princess.
Princess.
Bro, this shit is long as fuck. I'm about to
Keep it
stop.
going, man. I'm having fun.
This is so fucking long. Triforce Heroes or Oracle of Ages?
Oracle of Ages.
Oracle of Ages.
I vote Triforce Heroes because it's cuter.
Well, you're on crack.
I might be.
Hey,
You gotta survive.
I'll go with
somehow.
Oracle of Ages.
Ah, fine. Oracle of Ages it is. All right, Skyward Sword versus Oracle of Seasons.
Skyward Sword.
Oh, why is everyone freezing for me?
Skyward Sword. Oh yeah, it cut out a little.
Oh no.
Oh.
Wait, are we back?
Gabe's gone. Gabe's
Oh,
gone, I
no.
think.
Wait, is he actually gone? Oh no.
Now we
Yeah.
can't vote.
Yes. Great. Let's keep
no.
going. Link Between Worlds or Spirit Tracks.
A Link Between Worlds.
Link Between Worlds.
Bam.
Oh, is he back? Hold on.
He's back. Damn it.
Okay.
Wait, is he okay? I think he's back on stream too.
Okay.
Let me hold on a second.
He looks like an 8-bit right now.
Oh, he's gonna he is now defaulted to all Legend of Zelda for every vote whenever it comes out.
Is he
Or Zelda
fixed or is he still ugly? Oh, he's gone. I'm not Gabe. The camera is the camera ugly? Like not Gabe. Oh my god. Oh god.
Is he fixed or is he ugly? Why would you say it like that?
I'm
Oh, he's gone now.
Yeah, so he's off stream until we can figure this out. I'll bring him back when his stuff gets fixed. Link's Awakening or Ocarina of Time?
Ocarina of Time.
All right, let's keep going. The Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, or the Minish Cap?
Minish Cap.
I also vote Minish Cap. You've been outvoted, Kelly.
Okay.
Twilight Princess or Breath of the Wild?
Breath of the Wild.
Twilight Princess.
Wow, really? All right, well, I guess Gabe will have to break the tie on this one when he comes back in.
Obviously, you know what he's gonna say.
That's not true. I could really like Twilight Princess.
Actually, you know, he talked about Breath of the Wild. I actually don't know to the depth of how much he loves Twilight Princess. He's not...
I don't either. All right, well, I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna vote Breath of the Wild, so it doesn't matter. He's not back. Voted.
He's backstage. Do you have to get him back in?
No, it says I'm having trouble connecting him.
Okay.
It's returning him to the queue. All right, Wind Waker versus Breath of the Wild. I think we're coming up.
Breath of the Wild. He says, "Let me in."
I can't.
Oh, that's weird. I guess he.
Oh no, is he watching the stream? Does he know that we're voting without him?
He literally said on chat, "Let me in." So I don't know. He's trying again.
All right, I'm gonna try to get him back in here. Is it working? We're having trouble connecting to your guest.
Okay, hold on. I see him.
Up. I think we're good.
He's back.
I don't know what the hell happened.
Wow, loud as fuck. He back. Loud as fuck. You good? Can you say something, Gabe, so I can make sure everyone...
Hello, yes, I'm here again.
All right, cool. Let's hurry up. Breath of the Wild versus Wind Waker.
Breath of the Wild.
I said Breath of the Wild as well.
All right. Breath of the Wild versus A Link Between Worlds.
Breath of the Wild.
All right. Majora's Mask versus Four Swords.
Majora's Mask.
I think that this is gonna come down to Majora's Mask versus Breath of the Wild. Four Swords versus Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword.
Oh, did I click the right one? I did. Skyward Sword versus Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link.
Easy Skyward Sword.
Easy Skyward Sword. Poor old games. Y'all are so harsh. Oracle of Seasons
I
versus
played
Oracle
those.
of Ages.
Ooh, now we're getting interesting. I say Oracle of Ages better though.
Wait, what was the question?
Oracle of Seasons versus Oracle of Ages.
I think Oracle of Ages is better.
All right, Kelly.
How are there this many games? I have no idea.
The same one. All right, Kelly, you're the tiebreaker. Oracle of Ages or Oracle of Seasons?
Seasons.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't either. This is so many. We're not gonna finish this. This is
No, keep it going. Keep it going.
Minish Cap versus Four Swords.
Minish Cap.
Please be done. Ocarina of Time versus Skyward Sword.
Ocarina of Time. Keep going. Just keep it.
I love that.
Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time.
Wow, y'all were all like, oh, I wonder if Gabe likes Skyward Sword or Breath of the Wild, and he goes Ocarina of Time. Okay, Breath of the Wild versus
No,
Legend
it's Twilight
of Zelda.
Princess.
Oh, Breath of the Wild versus Legend of Zelda.
Breath of the Wild.
I mean, obviously. Wind Waker versus Oracle of Ages.
Wind Waker.
Really?
Yeah.
But who is this pretty blue lady in Oracle of Ages that y'all hate?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I don't hate Nehru.
She's 8-bit. It's all an 8-bit game.
All right, fine,
so they ain't as cute as it looks there.
Fine. Oracle of Seasons versus Spirit Tracks.
Spirit Tracks.
Seasons.
Kelly, you're the tiebreaker.
Spirit Tracks.
I love that Kelly has the pressure of being a tiebreaker and she has no idea what these games are. It's the best.
I don't
It's a wild card. It's a wild card. I love it.
Yeah, okay.
It's great. Oracle of Ages versus A Link to the Past.
Link to the Past.
What's wrong? Like, why do y'all hate Oracle of Ages so much? All right,
Again,
A Link.
8-bit.
Fine. A Link Between Worlds versus Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link.
A Link Between Worlds.
Well, I see. Yeah, y'all really do just hate 8-bit. Legend of Zelda versus Majora's Mask. I'm assuming it's Majora's Mask. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna move along. All right, the Minish Cap versus Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask. That's a hard one.
Is it?
You answered pretty quickly.
Right. Four Swords versus A Link to the Past.
Link to the
Link
Past.
to the Past.
Okay. A Link Between Worlds or Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword.
Sword.
Okay. Oracle of Seasons versus Phantom Hourglass.
Seasons.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Seasons too.
Okay. Phantom Hourglass versus Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time.
Oh my god, please end soon. Phantom Hourglass versus Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess.
I just want to do more stuff. Like, I didn't know this would take so long. Phantom Hourglass versus Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask.
Okie dokie. Come on. Link's Awakening versus Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
Okay. Phantom Hourglass versus Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword.
I can only go as fast as my phone takes me.
I
Legend
know.
of Zelda versus Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. They both suck. So.
Legend of
They both
Zelda.
suck, but Legend of Zelda, yeah, original.
Wow, why y'all hate The Adventure of Link? Majora's Mask versus A Link Between Worlds.
Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask. I didn't hear the question.
Okay, fair. Oracle of Ages versus Spirit Tracks.
Spirit
Ages.
Kelly, you're the tiebreaker.
Spirit Tracks.
Sorry. Okay, Phantom Hourglass versus Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link.
God, Phantom Hourglass though.
Phantom Hourglass.
All right, cool. Twilight Princess versus Majora's Mask.
Ah!
Oh my god. I apologize for all audio listeners that Gabe just yelled into his mic.
I'm so sorry. I didn't expect that question so soon.
We've been playing this for like 20 minutes.
I know. Come on.
It's Majora's Mask for me. Yeah.
It's Twilight Princess.
Kelly, Twilight Princess or
Whoa.
Majora's Mask? The pressure.
Majora's Mask.
All right.
Unbelievable.
I too would have picked that.
I'm not only picking because it's Brandon also, like, because so you know, I'm going with games that I've heard of or that I can picture. That's it.
There.
All right, Zelda 2 versus Oracle of Ages.
Ages.
Can we just put Zelda 2 at the bottom already? Oracle of
Yeah,
Ages.
why
not-
isn't
not for
that
sure if that's
knocked
down there.
out?
Zelda,
right?
Zelda 2 is definitely the bottom one for me.
All right, Oracle of Ages versus Four Swords. I'm doing like 3 more, and that's
Four
it.
Swords.
Damn it, it's happening again.
Four Swords. I don't know.
All right, well I'm going with Four Swords.
Okay.
2 more: Phantom Hourglass or Legend of Zelda.
Phantom
Hourglass.
Hourglass.
All right, last one, and then we'll finish the shit another time. A Link Between Worlds or Oracle of Ages.
A Link Between
Okay,
Worlds.
I have a way we can just give this a definitive ending. Jarrell, what is your favorite Legend of Zelda game?
I don't know. I've only played like.
of the you've played Link's Awakening and Breath of the Wild, right?
Mm-hmm. I would
Which
say
one of those
okay.
two?
I will say I'm very interested in Majora's Mask, so I would say Breath of the Wild, then Majora's Mask, then the one I played.
So I was honestly I was thinking just putting it between Breath of the Wild and Majora's Mask and calling it a day, but I wanted to confirm with you because I think well no, I can't say for sure that's what Gabe would say because he put Twilight Princess above Majora's Mask. So I don't know what his two top Zelda games are. Like obviously Breath of the Wild is one of them, but I don't know what the other one is.
All right, I'm gonna
Kelly,
try to get
which
back in.
Zelda game have you heard about the most?
Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Breath of the Wild are the top 3 for me.
Cool. Okay. If you're asking my personal opinion, not whatever the objective community is, my personal favorite is Majora's Mask. So if we're just putting this between that and Breath of the Wild, that's my pick. But
Okay, I think I got Gabe back. So we're gonna move on to Zelda trivia really quickly, and then end it out with a game of 20 questions. And it's
Cool.
not gonna be Zelda related. It's just gonna be a random game.
okay.
Because I don't have time to do the Zelda one. Okie dokie, artichokies, let's roll out. Because that shit took way longer than I thought it would. Like, I thought it was just going to be
We
like
didn't even
12
finish.
games. Like, yes, I had no idea it was going to take that long.
It's doing literally every game against every
Game.
other game.
Yeah, but I didn't
And
know
like
there were that
that's
many
a
games.
lot of games. I didn't know there were that many games. I'm like, what the fuck are these?
Yeah, I really didn't know there were that many games. Okay, so let's do some trivia. Not including, or actually no, let me not do this one first. Let me do the other one first, and then I'll do this one.
What? Bet.
Because the other one is, so one is going to be from Nintendo Life, and the other one's going to be from Nintendo itself. So let's start with the Nintendo one. In the original game, an old man gives Link a sword. In the new game, an old man gives Link a bow and arrow, bad advice, baked apples, or breakable armor.
Oh wait, hey. Oh, the choices were what the old man gave you.
Yes, a bow and arrow.
Read them again.
I'm sorry, hold on. Let me try to get Gabe in here again. Okay, so yeah, in the original game, an old man gives Link a sword. In the new game, an old man gives Link a bow and arrow, B, bad advice, C, baked apples, or D, breakable armor.
It's not D.
I do this one.
I'm going with apples.
I'm gonna say baked apples as well.
That is correct. The answer is baked apples. You get baked apples from the old man. All right, next question. Look at that. See?
I have no idea.
You didn't know, and you won already. Okay, next question. In the original game, Spectacle Rock is found on Death Mountain. In the new game, it's located in A, Great Plateau, B, Taotao Mountain Range, C, Forest of Time, or D, Gerudo Region.
Gerudo Region.
Right, one for Gerudo Region.
It's not the Great Plateau. What was the middle choices?
Taotao Mountain Range and Forest of Time.
I'm gonna say Forest of Time actually.
Oh, I need a tiebreaker.
How do you need a tiebreaker? It's multiple choice.
Yeah, but you guys, I can't pick two answers. I can only pick one. You said Gerudo Region, and he said Forest of Time.
Oh, I thought. Okay, so you're doing.
Wait, no. Oh no, it is the Gerudo Region. I just remembered where it was. So
Okay,
no,
yeah, because
Gerudo.
the answer is Gerudo Region. Kelly is literally.
You know what's funny? At work on Cinco de Mayo, we did a Cinco de Mayo trivia, and I won. And I have no idea about Cinco de Mayo. I don't know anything, and I won. So
That's awesome.
I love
Trivia
Kelly is
master here.
acing this test so far. Like
Okay.
she's acing this quiz. All right, I think we got a Gabe back, maybe.
I just went with
He's
Gerudo
muted,
Region because of Gerudo from Final Fantasy XIV. So
Oh, look, it works. Final Fantasy wins. All right, so next up. In the original game, you didn't need a special item to make a raft move. In the new game, you need A, a sunny attitude, B, a Korok leaf, C, an outboard motor, or D, nothing but your mind.
When you say new game, we're talking about Tears of the Kingdom.
Yes. No, we're talking about Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom does not.
Okay, Breath of the Wild. Then a Korok leaf.
that's B, right?
Yes.
Believe. Yeah.
Gabe, are you here? Oh, I
He's
can't
mute.
hear
I
you.
can't
You're
hear him.
muted. Can't hear you.
Hold on. 1 second. Let's see if I can get him
Now he's muted.
heard. Let's see if this works. Okay, can we hear you now? Okay, in the meantime, you guys said Korok leaf?
Yeah.
That
Yes.
is correct. The answer is Korok leaf. All right, next question. In the original game, this skull-shaped feature is part of a dungeon. In the new game, this skull-shaped feature is, and I'm going to show you guys a picture of the skull-shaped feature. This bad boy here.
Yes.
Can you see it?
Yes. I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this A, an enemy hideout, B, a souvenir stand, C, a school for bokoblins, or D, a hidden level?
It is a souvenir stand.
Okay, that's not. Gabe said an enemy hideout. Brandon said a souvenir stand.
I'm going with souvenir.
You said shape specifically, right?
I said in the original game, this skull-shaped feature is part of a dungeon. In the new game, this skull-shaped feature is
Yeah,
A,
it's a souvenir stand.
an enemy hideout, B, a souvenir stand, C, a school for bokoblins, or D, a hidden level.
It's a souvenir stand. If we're talking about shape, yes.
So that's 2 for souvenir stand, 1 for enemy hideout, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the answer is an enemy hideout, which I also got right. That is 100% the place that the bokoblins hang out. Like it's yeah.
Well, I remember that, but it's like, I mean, the hideout is a literal skull, but there's an area in Breath of the Wild that's shaped like a skull, which is how I got tripped up. That's a souvenir stand.
I didn't make the quiz.
So,
Nintendo did.
damn.
In the original game,
Nintendo.
Link wears his classic green tunic. In the new game, Link's new look includes A, a bathrobe and slippers, B, a bright blue tunic, C, a fancy tuxedo, or D, none of the above.
I would love to
D.
say fancy.
I'm sorry, what?
None of
What?
the above.
Okay, Kelly said none of the above. Gabe?
When you say new game, you're talking about Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the
No,
Wild?
I'm talking about Breath of the Wild. All of this is about Breath of the Wild.
Oh, then B. It's the blue tunic.
Yeah, it's the blue tunic. I would love to say it's tuxedo, but it's blue.
All
It's
right,
blue.
correct. The answer is the blue tunic. You guys, rule high rule. You got 4 out of 5 correct. We're gonna move on to the next one, okay?
Wait, which one did you guys get wrong?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, we picked the
It
souvenir
was.
stand
No, we got
instead of
that
the
right. We
enemy
said A.
hideout.
It was. I think it was.
You said A,
We said A. Me and Jarrell said A.
Yeah.
but I think he. What
I
did you
did put
pick?
in their answer because they outvoted. So yes, it
Yeah.
was that one.
Outvoted who? It was 2v2.
No, I don't count. So it was 2v1. All right. So not including re-releases or remakes, how many mainline Nintendo Legend of Zelda games feature Link in the title? 3, 4,
Ooh.
5, or 6?
6.
Hold on.
All right.
Oh,
Got a
okay.
6.
Into the past.
You guys have 10 seconds.
Third. Ah, shit. I'll go 6 too.
Yeah, I'll say 6.
All right, 6.
Because I don't have to actually count.
Wrong. The answer
You
is
said no remakes.
4. The answer is 4. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, and The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Next question for you wrong people. The Philips CDI hosted 3 poorly received non-Nintendo Zelda games. Which of the following was not a Philips CDI title? Link, The Faces of Evil, Zelda: The Wand of Gamelon, Link's Adventure, or Zelda's Adventure?
Link's Adventure.
Link's Adventure.
Okay.
Zelda's Adventure.
I love it, Kelly. The answer is Link's Adventure. You guys are correct. Next question. Which Zelda game celebrated its 20th anniversary at the end of April 2020? The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask, or The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker?
Majora's
Wind
Mask.
Waker.
What were the first two?
Link's Awakening or Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker.
It's Majora's Mask.
What?
It's Majora's Mask for sure.
Okay, Brandon's saying
You said-
Majora's Mask. I'm saying Link's Awakening.
Wait, you
I
said
said
okay.
Wind
So you said
Waker.
you said
Oh, no!
celebrating. Hold on. Question. You said 20th anniversary in 2000, right? I'm
Which
sorry.
Zelda game celebrated
2020.
its
2020.
20th anniversary at the end of April 2020?
It's Majora's Mask for
Link's
sure.
Awakening.
It's for sure Majora's.
All right, let's
Mask.
come to a consensus. Which one are we going on? Come on.
Why do we have to choose?
I'm
that's
only
right.
picking-
Link's
I can
Awakening
only pick
came. Link's
one.
Awakening came out in '92. That's not 2020 would not be 20 years after.
3, 2, 1. I'm
Majora's
clicking
Mask.
random. The answer is Majora's Mask. You guys do not get a point for that. Brandon does. Next question. Ocarina of Time features 7 sages. What is the name of this lovely sage? This strapping guy here. Can you guys
That
see him?
is Darunia, sir.
That is Frank.
Yes, it's Frank. Okay. Raru, Goro, Goruto, or Darunia?
It's Darunia.
Well, I wish I would have heard the options before it's Frank, but I'm going with it. Trick question. His
Trick
name's Frank.
question, Frank. Unfortunately, Frank is not an answer. Although I would give
His
you
name
the
is
point.
Danny DeVito.
Danny
What
DeVito should
is
voice
the
that guy if you're a kid
main
level.
part of a Goron's diet? Rocks, rubies, rats, or rubber plants?
Rocks.
Rocks. 3, 2, 1. Rocks. Correct. The answer is rocks. Goroks live on a diet of rocks and enjoy the high temperatures of volcanic regions. Chronologically, according to the in-game universe, which game is the first in the series? The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, or The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword?
Skyward Sword.
Correct. The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword is the official in the Zelda timeline, first published in Hyrule Historia. Whatever, you guys can read the rest. Navi accompanied Link on his adventure in Ocarina of Time. But what is the name of his fairy companion in Majora's Mask? Tittle, Tail, Tattle, or Trip?
Trip.
Tattle.
Tattle.
Tattle and Tail.
Oh, well, the
Tattle
answer
and
is Tattle. Question 8 of 10. Which of the following Zelda games has the lovable Tingle not appeared in? Majora's Mask, The Minish Cap, Twilight Princess, or Oracle of Ages?
Twilight Princess.
Oracle of Ages.
What was the second one?
Majora's Mask, The Minish Cap, Oracle of Ages, or Twilight Princess?
He did not appear in Twilight Princess.
Oracle of Ages.
Ooh.
He was in Oracle of Ages.
All right, I got Oracle of Ages, Twilight Princess, and the Minish Cap, right?
No, I said Oracle of Ages. I think.
Oh, okay. So that was 2 people for Oracle
He
of Ages?
he is 100% in Oracle of Ages. The answer is Twilight
Wrong!
Princess.
The answer is not Oracle of Ages. It is Twilight Princess.
Yes, that is correct.
Brandon is correct. All right, question number 9. What is the name of Link's talking boat in The Wind Waker? King of Blue Fins, King of Red Lions, King of Golden Sunsets, or King of White Waves?
White
It's the King
Waves.
of Red
All
Lions.
those are better than his actual name. It's King of Red Lions.
Wait,
It's
Brendan,
King
what
of
did you
Red
say?
Lions, yes.
Oh,
It's
Red
King of
Lions?
Red Lions.
Oh, that's lame. You're right. The answer is correct. It is Red Lions, and you were also correct on his name. What is antagonist Ganondorf's last name?
That's a good
Agamemnon,
one.
Dragmire, Grimoire, or Mandrag?
It's Dragmire.
I'm gonna go with Dragmire. I've never heard his last name.
They only said it in Link to the Past, and I think that was like in a manual or something.
All right,
That's not
yes.
even in the games.
The answer is Dragmire.
What a boring
Agamemnon is the
ass-
name
Ganondorf Dragmire. It's so
Agamemnon
weird to
is the
say.
name of the wizard from Link to the Past. Mandrag Ganon is a name mentioned in the English manual for the same game. Outside of the realm of Zelda, a grimoire is the name of a magical textbook. Therefore, that leaves Dragmire. All right, so that's enough of Zelda. Get ready for Tears of the Kingdom in a few days. And with that, we have very little time for 20 questions. So yeah, start the questioning. It is not a Zelda game. I will give you that hint. We're moving on from Zelda. Let the questioning begin and hurry because we are running out of time.
Is it an MMO?
No.
Not Final Fantasy 14.
It is not Final
It
Fantasy.
is the game.
Well, then I'm out.
Is the game on the current generation system? And to clarify, so you're not confused.
Yes.
PS5. Okay, so you know. Got it. Cool.
Has the game been a Game of the Year finalist?
No.
For the Game Awards? No. Okay.
No. Okay. So current generation finalist. What was the first?
Has
what
the
was the
game
first question?
released?
Yes.
Game is out.
I'll make sure it's not Final Fantasy 16.
The first one's not anymore.
Is the game console exclusive?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
I should have
Is
specified
it
which console.
PS5 console exclusive?
No.
Is it a? Well, it's not an Xbox exclusive. We know that for sure. Is it a Switch exclusive?
No.
Oh my gosh! It better not be Halo. Has the game received really bad reviews recently?
Yes.
Does the game have to do with hunting vampires?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Is the game Redfall?
Yes, it is. You got there in 10 questions. Yes, the game is Redfall. All right, I got one more for you. If we got 2 minutes. I got one more for you. See if you can do it.
Okay.
This one
Alright.
may or may not include Zelda games. I do not know. Yeah, go ahead. Let the questioning begin.
Is this game a Nintendo exclusive?
No.
So it's not Zelda.
Oh no, it could be Soul Calibur. Link isn't Soul Calibur.
That's not exclusive either. Wait, no. I guess the
Yeah,
question
it's
wasn't
not
really
exclusive, that's the
exclusive. Yeah, sure. Fair enough.
Wait, what was my question? Was it a Switch exclusive? Is that what I said?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what you asked. Yeah. It's
Is the game on current generation?
Yes.
Ooh.
so we're still in the current generation. Okay, cool.
Has the game been a finalist for Game of the Year?
No.
Okay. I don't know why I keep asking that. I don't remember the Game of the Year nominees. Has the game released yet?
Yes.
Still not Final Fantasy 16.
Is okay. No. Let me think about how I'm gonna ask this. Go ahead, Gabe. I'm thinking about how I can formulate this.
Is the game a PlayStation exclusive?
PlayStation exclusive, console exclusive? Yes.
Console.
So-
Okay, it's a PlayStation. So it's not on PC yet.
He didn't say that. He just said it's a console.
He said PS5 console exclusive. That means
No.
it's not.
Correct. That could be on PSC.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
on. He's
okay. Nope. Yeah, you guys are correct. You are correct.
gonna.
I said what I said.
Did the first game? No, hold on, because then we have to know if it's a series or not. Damn it. Fuck.
Come on, we're running out of time. You got 15 questions, 14 questions, and a guess.
Brandon, help me out, man.
I'm thinking, man. I'm trying to think of a good question. All right, screw it. Is this a Final Fantasy game?
Yes.
Okay, I'm on the right track then.
Is this an MMO?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Does
Kelly,
love
you
this
want to
game?
take this?
Well, it could be fun. Well,
Oh, hold on.
Hold on,
What
hold
was your question, Gabe? What was your question, Gabe?
Does Kelly love this game?
Yes.
Kelly,
Oh,
take us
okay.
away.
it's
Take us away.
is this the critically acclaimed Square Enix MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV that you can now play for free up to level 60, including the award-winning Heavensward expansion?
You can.
Also, I think until May 8th, Stormblood is actually
Yes!
also free
Yes.
to
Yes.
download, but you will need a subscription. to
Yes.
play it.
Until May 8th, so it's already expired by the time
Today.
people are listening. to
Today,
this.
yeah, oh yeah. If you're not
Oh,
listening to it
no.
live, that's it. Yes, the answer was for the return of Kelly Final Fantasy XIV, which technically there is more than one Final Fantasy MMO. So
I was about to say Final Fantasy
it really?
11 is
yes,
also
Yeah,
available.
11
Oh, yeah,
is
really?
live.
Final Fantasy 11 is live and kicking. So yes. You
It's
can also
live.
still play Final Fantasy. No, they literally still have
Hey,
events.
sure.
like,
I mean, it has a community. Wait, they still have events?
Yes, they
that's-
Square still
I'm
hosts
sorry,
events on Final
I'm
Fantasy
wrong.
11.
I thought they were full on 14 on the side from just having the servers open. I
Nope,
guess I
nope,
actually knew.
still
Cool.
playing. Anyway, thank you, Kelly, for returning. Thank you, Gabe, for sticking it out through your internet issues. Thank you, Brandon, for knowing all about Zelda. And Gabe too. I don't want you to feel left out. Although
He
I
looks
was
so
gonna start-
hurt.
he looks
was
so sad.
hiding.
Like,
Now we got one of those questions wrong because it was worded funny.
yeah, sure. Brandon got them all right. Anyway,
Yeah, but whatever.
yeah. So that's the end of today.
I didn't
Go-
get the skull shape wrong.
That's true.
I still got one question wrong because it was worded funny. I'm not giving that
Fine,
up.
whatever.
Mhm.
Anyway, thank you guys. It's been a lovely night. Thank you all for listening and watching, and we'll see you next week, I believe. We'll play Tears of the Kingdom on Friday. Have a wonderful time. Bye, everybody.